Miami International Airport, 2010. Eugene Ching clocks in for his overnight shift. He's 53 years old, divorced, lives alone in a modest apartment in Hialeah. Every night, he mops the same floors, empties the same trash cans, wipes down the same counters in Terminal D. Invisible labor, the kind of work where people look right through you. And that invisibility became his greatest asset, because Eugene wasn't just cleaning, he was moving money. Enormous amounts of it. Cash from drug cartels, organized crime syndicates, money laundering operations spanning 3 continents. Bricks of $100 bills wrapped in plastic and duct tape, hidden inside cleaning carts, tucked beneath trash bags, concealed in mop buckets. He walked past TSA agents, past customs officers, past federal air marshals. Sometimes he'd nod, say good morning, they'd nod back, and he'd keep walking. 9 years, $400 million, not a single inspection. The question everyone asks is how? How does a janitor smuggle nearly $500 million through one of the most secure buildings in America? The answer is simpler than you'd think, and more disturbing. Eugene had something most smugglers don't. He had a badge, an airport employee ID that granted him access to restricted areas, secure corridors, employee-only elevators, the spaces between the spaces where passengers never go. The airport is designed to scrutinize travelers, but it barely monitors its own workers. There are over 700,000 people employed at airports across the United States. Janitors, mechanics, caterers, baggage handlers. They move through secure zones every single day. And most airports conduct background checks once at hiring. After that, you're trusted. You're part of the system. Eugene understood this. He understood that trust is a kind of invisibility, and he weaponized it. The operation was elegant in its simplicity. Couriers would arrive at the airport, sometimes as passengers, sometimes as visitors. They'd enter public restrooms in the terminals, leave bags in designated stalls. Eugene would enter during his rounds, retrieve the bags, load them into his cleaning cart. Then he'd take the service elevator down to the cargo area, where another courier would be waiting. The entire exchange took less than 10 minutes. No alarms, no questions, just a janitor doing his job. But here's what makes this story truly haunting. Eugene didn't start out a criminal. He was recruited. In 2009, he lost his full-time job as a warehouse supervisor during the financial crisis. He struggled for months, couldn't find work, fell behind on rent. That's when a former coworker approached him with an offer. Easy money, they said. Just move some packages. No risk. No one pays attention to janitors. Eugene hesitated. Of course he did. But desperation has a way of eroding principles, and $12 an hour doesn't pay for dignity. So he said yes. The first run, his hands shook so badly he could barely push the cleaning cart, but nothing happened. The second run was easier. By the 10th, it felt routine. By the 100th, it felt like just another part of the job. This is how ordinary people become involved in extraordinary crimes, not through ambition or malice, but through a series of small compromises made under financial pressure. Eugene became a critical piece of a global money laundering network, not because he wanted to, but because he needed to survive. And the system that was supposed to catch him was too focused on passengers in line to notice the man mopping the floor.